loyalty remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. Y'all keep the fame, I want the glory. Been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G. Red beam on it, you think I'm recording. Kicking front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in enlightenment, you niggas fake. Baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot for a minute straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. You won't see it coming, I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put, my aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long, a block away I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand, think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster.
I'm about to take this game.
Do it.
Flip it upside down, rearrange that bitch, and it will right now.
Right now.
I'm about to make it rain. I'm about to take this thing. Put it back in the face.
Walk
make
with
some
me.
cool ass that I never make it.
Just when niggas thought that I was done with the music, dropped the Triller CD out to the streets. It's conclusive. Came another rapper out me, was formerly voted to it by the old heads around me, had every youngin' influence. But now I play the front, take a ball, see the truest. Taking flight beyond the stars to restart them, he can do it. My attitude is fucking, but they telling me to cool it. A psycho mastermind with the designer run through it. Like it's nothing to a nigga if I say that I'ma do it. 100 in the trunk and I'ma move it like a movement. Tryna double up my money like I'm Pecky, I'll do it. In the fight of my life on the road to the riches. If you front and stay around me, niggas acting like bitches. Put your hand out, but since you got your hand out, well I'ma chop it off, my niggas. What I call a handout, period. Lucifer flows, they know we so serious. Started with a vision, now I make these niggas follow on a mission to the riches, and you niggas seem shallow. Prepare for anything, we ain't guaranteed tomorrow. Every day could be my life, I'm ballin' like I won a lotto. It's step before the sign to be a man, to be my motto. Keep my enemies close when these niggas acting bizarre. When the chips are up they rounds, you're thinking you're well struggle. When they down, they can't be found and ain't got $1 to borrow. That's why I say fuck them all, yeah fuck them all. I'm in the ghost trying to haunt them all. Niggas wanna see me dead, put a hole in my skull. You couldn't keep the G down, I was meant to be a boss. I deserve to go this hard, so every day I floss. Make them niggas hate me living, I'm chillin' and steady building on my empire. Dreaming on the day the world will fill us, I'm a thriller. My nigga, I put Billie Jean on it. I'm so limitless, man. Feel like I'm sitting next to the stars right now. Get used to it, niggas. Man, I did it off a pipe rack, whipping, filling baggies in the kitchen. Hit the block to the sun up, that's the only way to get it. In lanes, all in the lanes, you get flame from the biscuit and money equaling power and respect. Then I get it, I'm a goon, tipping, chopper looking like a small midget. Better chop him down in the instant. If he talking like he about to stop my operation, my block me like the Carter, got the tenants cooperating. Man, I made a deal with Satan on the road to the riches. Will I survive? That be the question I get asked from my missus. I'm like, the cards I'm giving, that's the hand I play. There's no restraint from these demons that we face every day. So now I'm on the block, hustling with a package for pay. And you were too if you lived through what I lived through in the day. They tell me rule number one is never hustle when you stay. Cause if this killer's right away, believe they coming today. And I'm gone. Never make it.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. We are now here. Welcome to another episode of the Pot Podcast with your boy Tigmatic. I got my guest on deck. Where you at? We can't see you.
I'm here.
Yeah, there she go.
Hey.
Folks, we are here. Episode 75, 74, 75. Yo, I've been moving so much, I don't even know which episode it is. You know what I'm saying? But we here, y'all.
It's your big one.
Yeah, the big one. You know what I mean? But folks, I have Star Singletary here. She is here. Author, filmmaker, director, and she's here, y'all. Welcome to the pot. Again, this is an alumni, y'all.
It is. Hey, nice to be here again, too.
Yeah, welcome. So, for those that didn't see the episode that you were on, tell the people a bit about you, and yeah, let's do that a little bit.
Well, my name is Star Singletary. I'm from North Carolina, and I'm a film director and author and a fashion designer. So I have a clothing brand coming out soon this year. So, and that's pretty much about me. I got a stage play coming up on November the 15th for folks to come out if you want to see it. It performs the 15th of this month, and it performs at 8:30. And I also have a TV series that will be on Prime and one more other platform, but that deal is still being worked in. So can't talk too much about that.
Prime? You mean Amazon Prime?
Yeah, yeah, Prime. Yeah, Amazon
Oh,
Prime. That's where the TV series will be airing at. So just wait. That's just a process. So waiting on that.
oh, dope. So, Star, tell the people how you got into filmmaking and directing and wanting to be in film and making films as well. So, break that down a bit to the people.
Well, I started writing in the fourth grade, and I didn't take it too much serious. I didn't take it serious till around my seventh grade year when I watched the movie Something Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton, if I'm pronouncing her last name right. And I said, well, I like that. I like how they just, the romance, the chemistry between the two. And so I said, well, let me try writing my own romance story. So the first play that I ever did, which was Love or Hate, that was actually the first romance book I ever wrote, which was in the seventh, and I didn't finish it until my junior year of high school. And I didn't get published till after I graduated high school, and I performed the play. I think it would have been August the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. That date could be wrong, but that's how pretty much I got into it. And plus, my dad was a writer, so writing runs in my family.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So, tell the
Mhm.
people where you from.
I'm from Fairmont, North Carolina.
Okay, what was growing up in Fairmont like?
Growing up in Fremont, I mean, Fremont is a peaceful place. I mean, it has its ways every now and then, but other than that, growing up as a kid, you some people wouldn't think that kids don't pay attention to the adults and stuff, but as far as I can say, every adult in Fremont, don't matter if you their kid or not, they're gonna check you. They're gonna put you if you doing something you ain't got no business doing. They gonna if they have to whoop you themselves, they gonna whoop you, and then they gonna tell your parents what they did, and your parents gonna get you. But Fremont is a great place overall. So despite what people might hear about it, don't believe it because Fairmont is a great place. It's a great place to raise a family. It's a great place for kids to go to school at. I mean, got caring teachers at the schoolhouse. They're gonna make sure your child learn. And I mean, it's just a great place to be.
Oh, that's dope. That's definitely
Hmm.
dope. So, yeah. So tell the people about some projects that you have done over the years, as far as film. You're an author as well, correct?
Yes. After I released this book this year, two of the books this year, that will mark 24 books that have been published under my belt.
24 books.
Hmm.
Okay, so tell the people how you got into, writing books as well.
Well, as I was saying, I started writing in the fourth. So, but I got into writing books because I didn't know too much about self publishing. So when I did get published, I didn't get published till after I graduated. So I signed to a company, and the not to bash nobody, but the company wasn't that bad, and I started doing a little bit more research once I was released from the publishing company, and I seen where you can be a self-published author. So I said, well, okay, all you need is some Wi-Fi and then make you a Amazon account and use that to log in and just make sure your grammar and stuff is right, or because sometimes I don't catch stuff in my manuscript, so I'll have somebody else to look over it to catch it, and then if it looks right, then publish it. So that's how I got into writing and publishing my books.
Oh,
And
that's
as
pretty dope.
yeah, and as far as upcoming projects that I have, I'm working on trying to turn Love or Hate into like a animated series, which will also be on Prime. So that right there, it's in the works itself. It's just a process as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty dope.
Thank you,
So
thank you.
before we get into it, you already know what the show is about. We talk mental health, but we also talk about projects and things. So we're gonna stick on the projects before we get in, dive into the mental health questions and all. But
Okay.
so what was your first film? Tell the people about that, and tell the people about some more films and things that you've done along the way.
Okay, well, my first film is called. It's a little short film. It's called The Call, which released in April of 2020. It released April 15th of 2020, and it's on my YouTube channel, which is the Star Film Productions channel. And The Call is basically about this girl who she goes on social media and she says that she's looking for someone, and she gets the attention that she's looking for, but it's the wrong type of attention, and she ends up getting in. She ends up coming across paths with a psychopath who ends up stalking her and coming to her house and stuff. So that's it's on YouTube, but it's a short film.
Okay, so you started off with a short film.
Mhm.
So this is what other projects do you have? You said you had a thing called Don't Open the Book, right? And that's a TV series, right?
Yeah, that's a TV series. Don't Open the Book originally was a film, but then I ran into some issues and I said, well, I think it'll be better as a series. So God blessed me with some amazing team members, amazing cast, and so I said, well, we can turn this into a series, and so we're turning it into a series which would be on Prime. So Don't Open the Book is about five friends who stumble across this book, which is it has a demonic spirit inside of it. It has a demon that wants to live again. It wants to cause chaos on earth, but in order for it to cause chaos on earth, it has to live through a soul that is pure and innocent, hasn't committed any sins.
Oh, okay. So this is a horror film, like a horror series.
Yeah, horror series, yeah.
So what made you want to start a horror series? You like shocking people and scaring people?
Yeah, pretty much I do. I like horror films. I like Nightmare on Elm Street, and I like the Friday the 13th and the Halloweens, and then the Hill Have Eyes. I like the first Hill Have Eyes that came out. I think it's the one.
Yo, The Hills
Oh,
Have Eyes is one of my favorite films. My wife can't stand that film.
yeah, I like it though. Like it's strange. It's strange, but it's I don't know. It's interesting to watch though. It's about like the wrong turn because I love the wrong turn also.
Okay, okay. So let's get into it.
Hmm.
You know, how do you balance your mental health with the demands of the entertainment industry? Because not only are you an author, you're also a director and filmmaker.
Mm.
So with those types of demands, how do you balance yourself?
Well, for me, what I do, if I know I have these plays, like I said, like I have these plays coming up and I have these films coming up, but I'm also writing the books. I try to find time in between to do both, and then sometimes that can get overwhelming, and then it'll play on your mental.
Sure.
So I take a break. I find a week like say for instance next weekend coming in. I said, well, I'm not gonna do nothing this weekend coming in, but I will go into prayer and whatnot because that kind of gets me back where I need to be. It kind of gets me back to my roots where I need to be. And I, like I said, I'll come outside in nature and breathe in some fresh air and just get with me. So that's how I deal with my mental.
That's dope.
Yeah, and that's how you like if you want to balance yourself, like you can people say you can't do three or four things at once. You can, but it's also about multitasking and keeping yourself focused and trying to balance the
Do,
time out in between.
do you think one thing lacks something if you focus on too many things at once?
It can, but once again, like I said, it all depends on you. Like set a schedule for yourself. Like, say, for instance, if I'm going to write tonight, that's on my schedule already. So I know to write at this time. If I'm going to focus on this stage play on this day and at this time, that's what my attention going to go to. And then come the next day, the TV series. Okay, I know I need to do 3 days on this TV series. So I have to dedicate my time to these 3 days, and I can't dedicate my time to that. It's just about keeping a schedule and being organized with yourself.
Oh man, I understand that. I definitely understand that because if you're doing too many things, in my opinion, if you do too many things, some things will slack off.
Some
But
will.
like you just said, it depends on the person and what they're capable of because there are many people that wear many, many hats and they're able to juggle them well. So it really
Exactly.
depends on the person and their perseverance as well. So I'll ask you this.
What's that?
With this play, tell the people a bit about the play a bit more. The secrets we keep.
With the secrets we keep, it is originally it was going to be a Thanksgiving play, but I said, well, I tell you what, I want something that I can perform year round. So, the secrets we keep is basically about a guy named Edward Witterson who brings home a girl that his family doesn't like, but the girlfriend Brittany, she has motives of why she's back with Edward, and then Edward family, his family has secrets also that will come out that will be revealed during the family function. So that's pretty much what it's about.
So who plays this Edward character?
That's you that plays Edward. Mr. Matic, that's you that's playing Edward.
All right, so this guy Edward, he got a secret, and then the family got secrets.
Yeah, his girlfriend got secrets. He's in the dark actually because
So
he
he's the
thinks
innocent guy. He's just the victim.
yeah, like everybody else know, what his girlfriend is up to, know she's no good and stuff like that. But he's just in the door. You know how they say you be blinded by love or whatnot.
Right,
So
right, right. So what made you come up with this idea for this play? You know, given the current climate of how things are right now, what made you come up with this type of play?
well, it is fiction, but in a way real. So what made me come up with this play is stuff that you see on a daily basis. I'm about to say basis, but on a daily basis. You see where people cousins is sleeping with their baby mamas or sleeping with their wives and stuff like that. But you just see a whole bunch of stuff like, and then you have families that have secrets as well, and they don't like to talk about it. So then all that mess bottles up, and then boom, you just have family problems. Then you just have a bunch of secrets being all throughout the family and stuff. So yeah.
Oh man, that's cool. So so let's discuss a little bit about some personal struggles that you're going through while even trying to get this workout. What are
Sure.
some things that you would consider gave you a bit of anxiety, depression, or even just a little mental health problem, like where you felt like you was about to spaz out or needed a break from the world? Tell the
Okay.
people about that a bit.
Okay. Well, for instance, I'll speak on the anxiety part. Like if I feel like something is gonna go wrong, or if I even get the sense of it, then there go my anxiety. It flares out the rooftop because now my brain is all over the place. Now I'm thinking I have to find new actors. I have to find this, and that can be overwhelming, and that can kind of cause it can. Well, I have like a Let me put it like this. Sometimes it'll play on my anger because I do have a little bit of anger issues, but I'm learning to work through that. So I try not to let stuff get under my skin. So when it comes to this right here, I really have to watch myself, and I really have to keep myself focused and not spaz out. So yes, there's stuff that tend to make me spaz. Like for instance, the incident with the TV series, when you have someone that tell you they can do something and then they don't know how to do it, then that kind of pushes back my production. That kind of pushes back the time stuff. If I say something supposed to be out this week and I done promoted it and stuff, and then you mess it up, now that's kind of getting ready to play with my anger a little bit. That's kind of gonna make me angry a little bit, but I'm not gonna spaz out the way people think I'm gonna spaz out. I'm learning to keep that under control. But yeah, I do be angry, but I'm learning to keep that under control. So
So what do you do to de-stress?
what I do to de-stress, like I said, I come out in nature, come outside, or I'll meditate and I pray and read my Bible.
Okay, okay. So you're grounded in your faith. Talk
Hmm.
about that a bit to the people and how it has helped you throughout the years being an author, a filmmaker, and a director.
Okay, talking about my faith, we're gonna Okay, I'll get away from like the films and stuff, and I'm gonna talk strictly about God and whatnot. But I know me personally, it helped me with my growth because being a person like I went to church, was always in church. My mom made sure me and my brother went to church, but as I got older, I started to realize how bad my temper was getting and spazzing out on innocent people, and I didn't like that. I was like, well, I don't like this part of me. And then also, I was a person that kind of felt like no one understood me as a kid. I thought maybe like, well, nobody gets me. I don't fit in with this clique. I don't fit in with that clique. Like, God, why am I like? And then as you start to get close with him and build a relationship with him, you start to understand that he didn't intend for you to, well, it didn't intend for me to fit in with these people or to click with these cliques and that and the third. So learning more about him and learning more on how to ask him for help, like it's okay to ask him for help. So it
Yeah,
has helped me a
absolutely.
lot. So when I feel myself about to flip or something, I say, God, just take this anger away from me. I don't want to flip. I don't want to say nothing rude to anybody. Just give me strength, give me faith to keep going. So that's pretty much.
Oh man, that's dope. I think that's dope that you realize that about yourself, because when you realize that about yourself, you can actually take a step back and look at yourself and look in that mirror. And when you
Mhm.
self reflect, it always comes out better for you because now you know how to best deal with things.
Exactly, and
So,
you won't self sabotage. Like, if to speak on this, you won't self sabotage yourself. Like, if you have opportunities, sometimes your temper can ruin opportunities and can ruin friendships. And me, I like to call that self sabotaging. So yeah, it's always good to acknowledge when something is off about you. Don't be afraid to take accountability. Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you need to fix something about yourself, fix it. There's nothing wrong with you. Just fix that part of you, heal that part of you.
oh man, I think that's dope. And
Mm,
for you to be such a young soul to carry that with you, I think that's amazing within itself.
thank you.
So, how did Star get into being a director in the first place? Now,
uh,
for those that watched the episode 9 in season 1, y'all already know. But for those that did not watch season 1, she can tell y'all. Pay attention.
well, how I got into filming, that would be Tyler Perry, that would inspire me, and then also Jack Nicholson is also an inspiration to me, and Jane Fonda. I don't know if anybody know who Jane Fonda is, but she also inspired me. Like, the way that they do their craft is inspirational to me. Like, they take characters that they done wrote on paper, and now now they found people to act those characters out. So that inspired me a lot to get into filming, because it's like, wow, you can really bring your manuscript to life. You can find people to act these characters out. So yeah, that kind of got me into filming.
So how do you come up with ways to create these characters? Like, what is the mind of Star like? Break that down a bit.
Some would say crazy, or some would say psycho, but nah. My characters are very much alive in my head. I pretty much hear them. I pretty much can see them, and I pretty much can see how the scenes are gonna play out. I can hear my characters, so that's pretty much, man. And I know I always say I'm outside because I really do get inspired by nature itself, like trees, the grass, the sky, like everything about the outside inspires my mind.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Mm.
So, what coping strategies have helped you over the years as you produce, write, and direct?
Coping strategies,
Hmm.
like if I'm
Especially like when you're dealing with different personalities on set. How do you
oh,
manage that? You know what I'm saying? So, what are your coping mechanisms?
well, to deal with people on set wise, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna always say that. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna ask God to give me strength to work with people, because I know that everyone is different. You have some people who who are healed, and then you may have some people who aren't healed, but they're great actors and actresses and stuff like that. So I really do have to pray because I don't want to spaz out, and then that makes me look bad on set because I can't handle myself. So if I can't handle myself, how am I going to handle my set itself? So that's pretty
Yeah,
much how I
so
deal with everything.
that was a great way to speak on that because it was a segue to my next question, which was how do you handle the different personalities? Because uh everybody not only has to stay in character, but they're different within themselves, being themselves.
Hmm.
So how do you handle that? And what are some pros and cons of that?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I mean, trying to deal with when you have people like that on set, when you have different personalities on set, you have to know how to talk to them. Like you have to be gentle with people because you don't know what they go through when they leave set. Like, of course,
Sure,
anyone can come on set and smile and be happy and conversate with everyone, but when they go home, it's a different story. It's like being at work. You're around different personalities at work. You have to know how to handle people when you're there at work because you don't know what they go home to when they clock out.
sure.
So you got to talk to them gently. If you just the slight of tone in your voice can kind of probably trigger something within them. So
Okay,
that's
so what's the pros and the cons of that? What are
mm,
pros with working on set with actors, and what are the cons?
shit. It'll probably be for one. Hey, you may get someone that ain't gonna like what you're gonna say when you talking to them, and then two, you're gonna get some people that are understanding. One, you're gonna get somebody that's not understanding. Two, you're gonna get somebody that is understanding. It all depends.
Oh man.
So, and I'm out
So
here in this cold, so that's why I'm shivering.
so being in the public eye, right?
Uh
What are some ways you find peace in doing that?
huh.
And then we're gonna talk more. My next question will be more surrounded around to, acting and everything.
You
But
said being
I
in the
have to
public.
bounce around in my questions. You know that. You know I gotta bounce around in my questions.
That's fine. That's fine. You do whatever you need to do that's necessary. Oh, you said being in the public eye. How do what
Uh-huh.
now? Can you say that again?
Okay, so all right. I said being in the public eye,
Mm-hmm.
what are ways that you stay grounded or find peace being in the public eyes?
Oh, I mean, people gonna get tired of me hearing me saying the same thing, but it's just me. Like I said, prayer because people will lie on you, and people will try to tarnish your name when you. It doesn't matter if you're in the public eye or not. If you're just doing something that's just positive and good and great, you're gonna get people. Like I said, unhealed souls, jealous souls, envious souls, basically just unhealed all around, and they're gonna try and destroy your name. They're gonna try to stop you from growing with your craft or whatever it is you're trying to do. So the best way to deal with stuff like that, doesn't matter if you're in the public eye or not, is to always pray and never seek revenge. Because seeking revenge only adds fuel to the fire anyway. So don't seek revenge. So that's what
Oh,
you
that's
just
dope.
pray and you keep going and know that vengeance is the Lord. So whatever someone is trying to do to
That's
you,
right.
whatever someone tries to do to you, just know if you're grounded and your faith is there and you know who your savior is, know that whatever someone try to do to you, it'll never touch you. It'll always backfire right back to them.
That's right. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I
Exactly.
agree
Isaiah
with you. I
54
know
verse
we hear
17.
it in songs, but it is in the word.
It
So it
surely
is true within itself.
it
Um,
surely
and
is.
to piggyback on what you're saying, I agree with you. There are um ways that you'll have all types of attacks when you're in the public eye because people will try to tarnish your name, people will try to discredit what you're doing or make it
Mm-hmm.
seem as if what you're doing isn't good or great enough. So you have to stay level-headed and positive and focus on your God, your maker, your purpose, and keep working on what you were meant to do because what you were meant to do was strictly meant for you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
No one could take it away from you. And it's
Absolutely. So
and I
I agree
was
with you there.
yeah.
So let's talk a bit more about this play, right?
Okay.
Some of these twists and turns to this play is a little crazy. I know we can't let all the cats out the bag. Like you almost did it last episode you was on
I
here. You
I
know
had
what
to
I'm
catch
saying?
myself.
Yeah, I had to catch you for it. I had to catch you. I'm saying like, oh. But you bounced back. You was able to bounce back.
Yeah, that I
But,
was. That I was.
yeah. So my next question to you, as far as this play, uh, what is it that you're looking for, and what type of reaction are you looking for to the crowd, and what can the people look forward to?
They can look forward to be entertained, to laugh, and to just be shocked. Like I want them to be shocked when they
Yeah.
do hear half of the stuff that's going on. So, like, I hope to see a shocking experience, but also like, okay, she did her big one with this one. Okay, like just a overall shocking experience for the crowd.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, how many plays have you done?
This will make my fifth one. I like to say my fifth one, but I this will really be my, let's see, because I did the Christmas one, the Love or Hate. This would really be my third one, but I still like to include my other ones that I did have in pre-production, but never got the chance to perform. So this will make my fifth one.
Okay. So even though you have ones that didn't make the cut, or like you just said, pre-production,
Hmm.
uh what do you learn each time you go out directing? Like what is something that you've learned on your journey doing this?
I've learned a lot. I've learned that people are going to be people. Some people are going to tell you they'll do it, and I've learned to like use my discernment more. Like when people are telling me, hey, I can do yeah, I can do this. I'll show up and this and that. I have to really not pay attention to what they're saying, and I have to like really pay attention to their actions rather than paying attention to their words. Because a person, I can tell you all day, yeah, I'm gonna come get you. Yeah, I'm coming, and then don't show it off. So I've learned to like pay attention to people's actions, being a director, rather than paying attention to what's coming out of their mouth.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
And some
So
people may think I'm being mean or whatnot, but I ain't
so which
being mean. It's
character
just
do you think is your
I'm just
go ahead, finish.
say that again.
No, my next question to you was going to be, which character do you think is going to bring them the funny?
That's gonna be. I think all of you are, but if I had to pick out of the bunch, I'm thinking it's gonna be between the mother, the actor that my aunt Janae is gonna be between her, or it's gonna be between you at the most because like your demeanor or whatnot with the character. So yeah, but overall though, the whole cast is funny themselves. Like they all got their own little personalities and
Yes,
whatnot.
everybody is definitely a comedian in their own right. And when we all come together to practice, even just not long ago, when we were practicing, we had lots of laughs.
We
The
did,
energy
definitely
was up,
did.
and it was awesome. And I look forward to that because that's what you want to bring to the crowd. Are you going to put this on film as well while
I
we're
won't.
doing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it filmed and then probably get it edited, and because I know Prime takes being that I'm getting more involved with Prime and whatnot, I want to take and bring my stage plays over to Prime as well because I know Prime do accept stage plays. It's just a certain way of uploading it, and you have to make sure everything is correct before you upload it.
So how did you manage to be able to have a deal with Prime? Talk about that a bit.
That would be through my books publishing with them because I've been with them since 2016 after I
Okay.
had left the publishing company. So I've been with them for a long time.
Okay. So you've been with them since 2016 and you got
Mhm.
what, 24 books you said, right?
This will mark 24. once
Okay.
I publish the 2 in
So
December.
what's the name of this 24th book?
It is called Desires, and it's basically about this girl who's desiring love. It's about a girl and a boy. You have a young boy who's desiring love, and then you got a young girl that's also desiring love, but they don't want love with people in their age group. They want love from, I don't know, they kind of want the characters in my head, like I said, are very, may come off strange, may come off weird, but the characters want older love. So they're taking a look at older versus their own age. So, and I don't want to say too much because then it's gonna tell
Hey,
everything.
look, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with a little older, you know what I'm saying? Some
I
people
mean, it
like them
ain't
old, some people like them younger. You know
true.
what I'm saying?
But now some people make it seem like dating older people is weird. I mean, if you of age, like if you over, in my opinion, if you over the age of 21, then okay, there's nothing wrong with you dating somebody in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I prefer people in their 50s or 30s or 40s, but there's nothing wrong with dating somebody that's up in age.
People like what they like, bottom line,
Exactly.
you know?
It's not even that. It's just the simple fact, like whatever the heart wants. It's, I mean, because nobody picks and choose who they fall in love with, like who they truly fall in love with. Nobody
That's right.
gets to pick that. It just happens. And sometimes a person may be 10 times older than you, may be 26, and the person may be 57 or 58. I mean, you can't help that. It just happens. It just happens. So I mean, hey.
So what happens? I mean, you can't. I know you can't tell everything, but what's a small synopsis of what happens?
Well, basically, they do find love, but it's gonna come with some challenges. Like they have to hear the criticism of people. Like, don't you think that person is a little too old for you? The parents don't approve of it, and just a whole lot of chaos. But it's a test. It's a test against time. It's a test against their strength. Like, can you deal with all the criticism? With what can you deal with what comes with this love? Like, you know this. You know what you're gonna get into when you dating someone that's older than you. You know what people are gonna say. Basically, like what everybody like to say is, you know that person is too old for you, right? Can you deal with all of that? Can you deal with hearing that on a daily basis? Can you just deal? So that's basically what the book is about.
Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
So let's talk about a little bit about the mental health again. Let's go back and
Sure.
switch it up a little bit. Okay. All right. Hmm. Let's discuss the evolution of mental health awareness in
Hmm.
film and industry. How do you think it's evolved?
Shit. I don't think it's too much. Well, it has evolved, but you still have some who don't get the proper help that they need. Like for instance, I don't know his name, but he played in Empire. I think he played Hakeem or whatnot.
Mhm.
Like you see how his mental broke down at first after the show and whatnot. How he didn't. It looked like he didn't know who he was. I don't know the name of the disease or whatnot, but if you don't get the proper help and then you get in this industry and then if you don't get like back to back gigs, it kind of play on their mental and then you start to see people spaz out like what he did. Like they just turn to different stuff. So yeah, I think people need to start going to therapy and whatnot. There's nothing wrong with therapy. At least do something before you get in this industry. Or if you getting into it, take you a therapy session on the weekend so that you can know that you're here and not here, even though you're getting involved in this industry. Because you don't want to be here, and then when you don't get the responses that you're looking for, then all of a sudden your mind is just blanked, and now you're reacting in a way that you shouldn't be reacting in.
Sure. So I know you heard this question from me before, but how does your emotional state affect your creative output as a director?
Sometimes it can cause me to not write. Like if I get into a depressing state of mind, it can cause me not to write. It can cause me not to want to do anything. But yeah, sometimes it can play a big part in whatnot in me with my craft. So that's when I take a step back and I just, like I say, and I know I said a lot. I'll pray. I'll go read my Bible because I can't help that. I can't be getting distracted, and I don't want to start slacking off with anything. So yeah,
So what's your support system like? Let's talk about that a bit.
my support system is there, but I got the ones that God need me to have in my life. So I'm gonna say my support system is great. The ones that He put in my life too, that I see on a daily basis that support me, then my support system is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and just
awesome.
yeah, like I said in the last interview, when you getting into whatever, it ain't even gotta be films or whatnot. If you getting into music, modeling, acting, or just going back to college, do know you're not gonna have not to sound negative, but the ones that you want to support you, that you think are gonna support you, go and scratch them off your list and throw that piece of paper away or burn it because because they're not. You're gonna get strangers before you will people you know, and don't get mad at them and don't spaz out. Just keep going.
Right. And the ones that are there, you love them and cherish them.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I agree with you there.
yeah. Like be
Um,
thankful for the
I
ones
would
that
like to
God do
think
got
I'm
you
a
with.
support part of your support system because we talk on a daily. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Um, that's little sis for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm an old head young boy. Don't be tripping on my word either. I'm about to copyright that word. I'm an old head young boy.
Hey, that's his word.
But yeah, like you said, to have great support is also a good thing. So I
Mhm.
couldn't agree more. So what's next for Star?
Well, for me is to pitch a script very soon. I'm working on that. Like the script is finished, and that's centered around one of my books that I recently published, which would be the Fentanyl Killer book. So that script is finished, but it is going through editing and making sure there's no grammar errors. And then I'm gonna work on pitching it to some networks, shopping it around.
Okay, so how does one get to shop around their product as far as films? Break that down. Give school though the filmmakers and people that want to be filmmakers. Give them a little gems. Give them some gems on this real quick.
Well, basically, you can if you got a manager, or if you got a manager that got those connects, or if you just got a manager in general, if the manager don't have no connects or nothing like that, but they got a whole work ethic and they want to see you succeed as
Right.
bad as you want to see yourself to succeed, they want to see you succeed even harder. They gonna do whatever they can to get your script into like some film festivals and like just to get it shopped around different places because you don't necessarily what I've seen and what I've done research on, you don't have to have like a trailer or just clips of your film put together. You can shop your script around at a film festival and potentially get it picked up by like Hulu or Netflix, your big main companies. So
So
that's
what's
pretty
the
much.
end game for you? Do you want your films on Hulu, Netflix, or is it the big screen?
Yeah, I want it on the big screen. Like as a kid, I ain't even gonna lie to you. As a kid, I always wanted to be like on the big old red movie premiere carpet or whatnot, and I always wanted to see my films in like the movie theaters and go out to the theater and watch my stuff on the screen. So that's the end goal for the end of this year and the beginning of next year, is to get that script picked up by either Netflix or Hulu.
Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
Why do you think talking about mental health is important?
Because I mean, some people make it seem like it's weird, and in our community, like the black community, we don't like to talk about our problems. We don't like to talk about what we've been through. We like to bottle stuff up and not talk about it. And then it affects us as we get older, and then we pass that pain down to our. If you have kids, you pass it down to your kids, and it's just something that's getting passed down And when you can stop that from being passed down, you can talk about it, like go to a therapy or something and talk about what you go through. And
Absolutely.
not even just the Black community, but people in general. Like it's not weird to talk about if you're sad or if you're depressed or what you may be going through. It's not weird to talk about. It doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't make you a maniac because you're going to a therapy to talk about what you're going through. It doesn't make you crazy. It just makes you human, and it shows that you know how to take accountability for what you're going through, because you see the problems that you're going through is causing you to act in certain ways, and it's costing you opportunities. So yeah.
Kingdom of Science says honesty about where we are and how we handle situations is a starting point where Jesus can help us through our journey to a deeper relationship with him, builds more self-discipline in him.
That is correct.
I couldn't agree more.
I
Thank you,
agree with you.
Kingdom of Science, for that. That's awesome. So, discipline. Speaking of which, how do you stay disciplined with so much going on when you're creating? How do you stay disciplined?
That would be meditating more. That would be
Okay.
meditating. Yeah. That'd be meditating and getting deeper into that Bible, like I always say, and I'm gonna always say that. So yeah, that's how I stay disciplined.
I love that you keep saying that. I love the fact that you talk about uh reading your Bible, because honestly the Bible is where you get all the answers from. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
It is.
people don't like to hear that. And I know people don't like that, some people dip out when they hear people talking about God on podcasts and all of that. But my show is different because my show is led by God and is ran by God, and it'll always be about God in the end. So no matter what, the closer you draw to him, the more you become disciplined, which is why
Mhm.
I agree with what Kingdom of Sign just said, and having that self-discipline builds a healing, especially in mental health.
It does.
Yeah. So, that's something that I believe, for you to mention it and to be the age that you are, I think that's a blessing within itself, because that means what's
True
more
and
important out here. You know
true.
what's more important. And although you have dreams and aspirations, you don't let your dreams and aspirations get in the way of your faith.
Nah,
And
you're
for
supposed to always
some,
put God first. Always put Him first.
absolutely, absolutely, because some of us, um, we chase these dreams and we chase the things that we want so hard and so bad that we'll think things are going our way, and then the next minute it stops. And why do you think that is? It's because you're not giving the energy to who you should be giving the energy to. And
Exactly.
and that's God really trying to tell you that, like, yo, I never told you to do this to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And
True.
for some, they have to understand that, but they have to be wanting and willing to learn about God, who he is and what he about.
So yeah,
So,
'cause that Bible is there as a guide. The Bible is there to guide you right there to Him on the right path. So yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, okay. Here's another. She's a very soft spoken and grounded young woman. Stay inspired, ma'am.
Will do.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you said the next thing is you do want to be in film, in the theaters with your film. So tell me something that you aspire to create that you haven't created yet.
Mm, I always wanted to, like I said, I always wanted to build a talent agency because I see how hard it is for me to. Well, I've seen the routes that I have to take just to get to this point where I'm at with my career, and I don't want nobody else to have to go through that. Like, I want people to be able to walk into a talent agency and say, "Hey, I got a portfolio of all the work that I've done. I need representation." No one should have to write a query letter or 2-page or whatever letter, and only to keep getting denied of being represented. And I don't think no one should have to go through that. And that's why my biggest goal, like, when I'm this is my ultimate goal. Like, this is my big picture goal. When I'm in my 50s, I want to create a whole big talent agency dedicated to getting young people in the door and not have to worry about, okay, do if you do this, I'll get you that. If you do this with me, I'll take and get you to this level of success. No, I want to be able to get people in the door without them having to do something on the back end that they really don't want to do and they shouldn't be doing it. You should just be able to come into a talent agency and say, "Hey, I need help," and we'll help you. That's the goal behind Star Film Productions.
Oh, that's dope. So basically, you're basically saying in a way, in some instance, there are people who sacrifice a part of themselves and overcompensate just in order to get the things they want to receive, right?
Yeah, they do. It's like with the females in the industry, we catch it the worst in this industry. Like, some of them, they end up raped, and then you got some that end up, they have to, if a film producer tell them, well, I'll give you this leading role if you do this with me. Or a talent agency, a big well-known agent may say, well, I'll represent you if you do this with me. No female should have to do that. And I just want to create a safe place for people to come, and guys too go through that. So I just want to create something that's safe for people, that's safe for kids, and that's safe for adults as well, to come in and showcase their talents without having to sleep with anyone or do something they don't want to do. But they do it anyway because that's what they really want to do. And I want to show them that you don't have to do something you don't want to do in order to be successful.
So how do you feel that? How do you feel about how everything is coming to light in Hollywood right now? Like, what do you feel about that right now?
I
Now,
feel
we
like
don't
it's.
have to speak on names.
Oh, I won't
But
go speak on that, but yeah.
yeah, we ain't gotta say names. But as far as Hollywood as a whole, because it's not just one person, right?
Oh, nah. Hollywood itself is terrible. Don't they call it the city of sin anyway? So yeah, I mean, they had it coming because, I mean, with all the secrets from before our time, what they were doing to people.
50s
So
and so on, right?
yeah, I think the 40s and 50s and 60s, like, they did some pretty wild things. So
Yeah,
yeah, they had it coming. It was just a matter of time.
yeah, I agree with you. I think that some of the older actresses are writing memoirs and telling their stories of how it was for them in the 40s and 50s and how they had to do some of those things. Well, they didn't have to, but they chose to because they wanted to be on film, and how they were taken advantage of, even in the payway, as far as
Mhm.
getting paid and things like that. So I believe that the chickens are coming home to roost, if you will,
True.
as far as a lot of these things that's going on. And I think that the more we continue to shed light on these types of stories, the more things can change. The more exposed these people become, the more change can happen. And I think God is on an exposure train right now so
True.
people can see it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
it's
if
some
it's
weird stuff.
anything that you want to say to the people before we head out, because we got about a minute.
Basically, don't let no one tell you can't do something, because you can. And keep going, and make sure you put God first in everything that you do.
Oh, man. Listen, listen. Star, as always, you already know we be chopping it up. We not even talking like how we really be talking. We keeping
Nah, we
it
ain't.
professional out here. You know what I'm saying? But when we do talk, like we keep it real. We chop it up almost like every other day anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
um I thank God for having a friend such as yourself.
Same here.
For you to be such a young soul, you're very dope. You keep it straight to the point. You tell it like it is, and listen, you don't cut corners and you work hard. And I like that about you. I also thank you for giving me opportunities. So to be in this play, I'm definitely going to try to carry it as much as I can, and keep my energy up and keep it vibrant and fresh for the folks out here, and I'll do that. So with that being said, is there anything else that you want to say about the play? Matter of fact, I think we should take a few more minutes to talk about where the play is going to be.
Oh yeah,
and
most
if
definitely.
they want to, where they can get their tickets and everything. Let's talk about it.
With the stage play, it'll be performing in Fairmont, North Carolina at the Heritage Building downtown on November the 15th. And tickets are $15. So if you do want to purchase tickets, there's instructions with that. You will email me at Starfilm Productions. You will email me at starfilmproductions98@gmail.com. And you will email me your first and last name and your cash out tag. And then you will send your 15 to the cash out, which will be Starfilm Productions _ is where you would send it to. But if you prefer to pay at the door, you can show up to the event on the 15th and pay at the door. And make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend.
So how many seats this place is holding?
I want to say, don't quote me on it, but I think it holds 300 or 200 at the most. So, yeah.
Okay, so you want to pack the house.
Yeah, that's the goal. I want them to come out and see y'all. Like, it ain't even about me. I want them to come see the actors and whatnot. I want them to
As
come
y'all
see
can
y'all.
see, folks, the flyers in the corner. Y'all definitely got to come out, show love. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
that's
that'll be
dope.
appreciated. Oh yeah, you see it. You see
Okay,
it.
that's dope. Okay.
Yeah. That's definitely what I would suggest for the folks. Come on out, see us do our thing. Watch us entertain y'all. Be entertained as we have fun and entertain each other with the energy.
Exactly. Come out and
Listen,
watch them.
I can't wait to do this because the cast is funny within itself. Everyone be turned. And then when I say turned, we ain't high. We high off life when we turn practicing, y'all. I'm telling
Exactly.
y'all, it's just a vibe and it's very fun. I had Desire on the other day, right? I had Desire on the other day. And when she was on, right, she was
Mm-hmm.
talking about her English accent. And then today,
She did.
I got the full whiff of the English accent. So it was like, oh, man, I just couldn't stop cracking up. But
Yeah,
I think they're going to get a little whiff of what it is out here,
They get to see all of y'all on stage and whatnot. Cause y'all
Yes, they're going to get us
great
in
actors.
character in our full entertainment mode. And listen, it's going to be fun. So
Sally, I'm trying to be like the female Master P, like how he done, like what he did with all the little rappers and whatnot. So yeah.
oh, that's dope. That's definitely dope. So I want to say that it was a pleasure to have you on. Once again, as always. And
It's a pleasure to be here.
Huh?
I said it's a pleasure to always be on your show.
Oh, always. You're an alumni. So anytime you want to come on, you got any new projects, any new books? You got any books you want to show anybody like one of your books or anything real quick?
I don't have any on me personally, but you can go to Amazon. You can tap in Star Singletary, and you can get His Battle, Her Love 1, 2, and 3 on there, and the Book of Motivation and God's Path, and there's a couple more of my books on there. The Family Operation, which is one of my newest books, and Fentanyl Killers, which is one of also my newest books.
The Fentanyl Killer. Wasn't you going to turn that into a film first?
Yeah, but I turned it into a book, and that's the one I was telling you where the script is. That's the script that I'm going to shop around because it's also based on the book, and now I have the script to it, so it can be shopped around.
Okay. That's pretty dope. So,
Yeah.
Star,
Uh-huh.
thank you for coming on once again.
You're welcome,
We're
and
gonna
thank you
get
for
it.
having me.
Yeah, all day. We're gonna get it cracking on the 15th, November 15th, folks. The secrets we keep.
Come on out. Make sure you come
Be
out.
there or be square, like Desire said. Like,
That's what she said. Hey, didn't she say? What did she say? Be there. No, why did she say beat us there? So how she said?
she literally said, "Be there or be square." When she said it, I was like, "Yo, that is so old school." But hey, that's what makes it popping, because we all got old souls and we young. You know, y'all younger than me. I'm old head, young boy. But
nah, my soul old though. My soul old as crap. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This outside young, but this soul is old. Do you hear me?
Yeah, that's what's up though. So, Star, thanks for coming. We gonna leave it like that, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm gonna leave y'all tonight. And I hope y'all enjoyed this week, because this week has been quite a few treats for y'all. I've done more episodes than usual for y'all, because I actually was doing it a lot at one point, but then I went back to 3 days a week, and then I've been giving y'all more days. And next week it'll be the same, because more of the cast members will be on. So, yeah, more of the cast members will be on for the Secrets We Keep. So I hope y'all enjoying these interviews. I hope you're listening. I hope you're picking up some gems and some inspiration from the things that we're bringing to you guys, because that's what we're about, positivity, and that's what I want to keep bringing to you guys. So until next time, folks, peace.